My next guest is the daughter of Richard Block. He's the R in H&R Block. You'd think money would be no problem for her, but she lost a small fortune and ended up owing $1 million to the IRS. But she's made it back and along the way written 6 financial books. Her latest success is Sacred Success, A Course in Financial Miracles. With us now, Barbara Stanny. Barbara, welcome to the show. So good to have you here.
Great to be here.
What was it like growing up in the household of somebody who founded H&R Block? Did he teach you a lot? Did your dad teach you a lot about money?
The only advice my father gave me about money was don't worry.
Really?
I thought was great advice.
Which is reassuring, but not useful.
Under those words was the unspoken assumption there'll always be a man to take care of me. And there always was. First there was him, and then there was my husband, who was a lawyer, and then he became a certified financial planner and a stockbroker.
But that didn't work out so well. So tell us about your husband, more about him and what happened, because you came to the marriage with a lot of assets.
I did. And he was a compulsive gambler, and I found out very early in our marriage that he was gambling the money away. And here's the insane part. I continued to let him manage it, because that's how terrified and intimidated I was by anything financial.
Why would you be so terrified if you'd grown up around it?
Because it's like water to a fish. It was always there. I didn't understand it. And I knew he was doing it. My husband, there's another form of domestic violence that is just as bad as physical and emotional, and that's financial abuse. And he was financially abusing me. He would talk in circles. I didn't understand it. He ran up credit in my name. He made me feel stupid and ignorant. And money terrified me. I thought money is something that smart people know, mostly men.
But not you. That's so interesting.
And I've been teaching it for 20 years. So
You made a turn, though, clearly. There was a point. What was the point where you said, okay, this isn't going to work for me, I've got to stop this, and I'm going to change?
After our divorce, I decided money's not my thing. I don't want to deal with money. Well, if you don't deal with your money, my theory is your money will deal with you. And I got tax bills for over $1 million for back taxes my ex didn't pay, for illegal deals he got us in, and my signature was on everything. Well, I did not have $1 million or close to it. My ex had left the country, and my father would not let me.
You left the country?
He left the country.
So this was, I mean, some people wouldn't make it back through this, but you did. What kind of reserves did you call on to come to grips with all this trouble? And as a practical matter, how'd you pay that $1 million tax bill?
Well, what happened, those are a lot of questions in one, but I knew I had to get smart. Now, my father wouldn't lend me the money, but I had 3 daughters, and one was a baby. I was not going to raise those girls on the street. And so I knew I had to get smart, and I didn't know how I was going to do it, but it was just the biggest coincidence. I was a journalist writing for the San Francisco Business Times, and I was asked to interview women who are smart with money. And those interviews changed my life.
So you found some practical information that you could then apply.
I found 2 things. For women especially, I think financial success is not just about what you do, it's about how you think. And when I shifted my thinking along with my behavior, everything changed.
All right, well, share some of those thoughts with our viewers. What are you recommending now, how to be smart with money?
There's 3. I believe doesn't take a lot of time to create wealth, and it's much simpler than we think. And I think it's small steps for me, consistently taken, that lead to remarkable results. And if every day you read something about money, even if it's just perusing glancing at the headlines of the business section of the paper, even if it's just for a minute or 2, and if every week you have a conversation about money, preferably someone that knows more than you, ask them how they got smart. What ideas would they have for you?
And save automatically, you said.
Automatically save every month.
You know what? If you never have access to that money, you don't spend it. If you can't get your paws on it right away, that's a good way to save.
That's right. What you don't see, you don't spend.
Barbara Stanny, so good to meet you. Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you.